What's up, y'all? This be your boy Scotty, and you're watching a review of the first episodes of R&B Divas and the first episode of Braxton Family Values 2.5. This is probably going to be a short review. It's probably going to be under 10 minutes, simply because these are the first episodes, and there's not really much to talk about when it's the first episode. But first, I'm just going to start off with the Braxton Family Values first. I initially wasn't going to do this, but you know, due to my fans, they asked me to do it, so I'm going to do it anyhow. And plus, it's only going to be 6 episodes this season, so you know, I'm just going to go down the list of what's going on in everybody's life, and that's probably going to be the gist of it. What y'all think? I'm just going to do that. Let me just start off with Muffet Mar. Her and Vince, she's so-called working on her new album still, and her and Vince is trying to have a baby. And you know, ever since Vince was in the hospital, she got this epiphany that it's time for her to be a mother. And you know what I'm saying, she's having complications, and they had to numb her coochie and shit, so I'm guessing they're gonna have to do in vitro. And that brings me to Tawanda, who is offering to carry a child. Now let me tell you something. Muffet Mar and Tawanda are the two most annoying cunts on the whole motherfucking reality show. Let me tell you why. First of all, Tamar is annoying to me because she always running her mouth about something that ain't got nothing to do with her, and she pops off at the mouth too much. And then when somebody put her in her place, she expects a bitch to apologize. Ain't nobody apologizing to you about how they feel and about what the fuck you said. So get the fuck out of here. Tawanda is annoying because she claims that she doesn't want to be with Andre, but yet she keeps hauling his ass around everywhere. You know, everywhere she go, and she keeps saying, oh, and he still hasn't had a job yet. Well, if him not having a job is such an issue for you, then why the fuck are you still with him? I mean, you claim that you don't want to be with him, so why the hell are you still there? And, you know, hauling him around everywhere you go. I mean, I just don't understand that, Tawanda. Like, your ass is getting on my nerves. And, you know, that's really the gist of it. And Andre really, he has a big issue with Tawanda carrying the baby for Muffet Mar, and I don't really see the big deal. I'm just saying, I just don't see the big deal about it. I mean, it is her damn sister, so what's the big deal about her carrying the kid? I mean, I think that's a gracious idea. I just think that's very generous of Tawanda to even want to carry her sister's baby. That's how I feel. And then you know, if that was me, I feel some type of way about it. I would be so indebted to my sister just for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. Fuck what Andre got to say. Trina, she finally kicked Gabe ass out, and I'm glad that she did kick him out. I mean, I never really liked Gabe, and you know, he's done a lot of cheating, and Trina did her share cheating too in retaliation to what he did. But you know, I just felt like their relationship was unfixable. There is nothing that they could do to fix that motherfucking relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that, you know, Trina took a stand and divorced his ass and got rid of his ass and kicked his ass out the house. Something that Tawanda needs to be doing while she's steadily throwing shade at Andre like she don't really care about him. Bitch, you know you love that man. Tracy, she doesn't want to be the wannabe anymore. She's saying that she's been trying to open up her salon and things of that nature, and she feels like, you know what I'm saying, that the whole salon thing has been a big issue for her. So she really wants to sing, so she doesn't want to be the wannabe anymore, and she has to find something. Either it's going to be the salon, or either it's going to be her singing. It's going to be one of the two, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just want Tracy to find her way, and I feel like Tracy is the realest one out of all of them. And I'm not just saying that because she a little bit hood, but I really do feel for Tracy. I think that she's the underdog, and I think that her sisters treat her like crap. They honestly do treat her like crap just because she's different from them. And it seems like, you know, because Tawanda and Trina, they live in Atlanta, and then you got Tamar and Tony, they live in Los Angeles, and then you got Tracy and Mikey, they live in Maryland. So I always felt like, as I'm watching the show, that Tracy and Mikey are the closest of all of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because Tawanda and Trina are close, and then you got Tamar, but Tamar and Tony are close too, so that's probably how it is. I just don't even think that Tracy is even, no, I mean Tracy is even that close to her sisters like that. I think she's more so close to her dad and her brother, simply because they're all in Maryland. That's why I think like there's a big disconnect between Tracy and her sisters. And her sisters really don't make it no better. I just feel like they be treating her like shit. And as far as Tamar having her own show, I'd rather see Tracy have her own show before Tamar. That's how I feel. Tony, she's calling herself releasing a new album. And she's looking for new backup singers. Now, I love Tony to death, but that song that she had earlier this year called I Heart You was a mess. I did not like it, and the video was cheap. And she's trying to stay young as possible. I just think that Tony just needs to make more age-appropriate music. I mean, I'm not trying to say that it's over for her, but girl, you're in your mid-40s. Make music for the adults. Make music for adult contemporary. That's how I feel. And that's what you were doing anyway. Hook back up with Babyface. I mean, do something. I mean, your music has been lacking for the last few years, and I really haven't been liking anything Toni Braxton has been doing since The Heat. So that's been like 12 years. So I don't know what can happen for Toni Braxton. I mean, Anita Baker is back, and her song is flying up the charts already, and it's age appropriate. And I think that that's what Toni needs to do, music that's age appropriate. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. As the season goes along. Then you got Evelyn. She's doing the most. She's now a life coach, and I'm just curious to know how the hell can she be a life coach when she's dealing with her own issues regarding the whole situation with her ex-husband. I just think that that's a bunch of crap. But she is a good person, so I'm not knocking Evelyn for that, but I think that she needs to get with her own demons and shit before she try to tell somebody else how to run their damn life. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. But I love Miss Braxton. I really do love her to death, but that's just how I feel. Getting into R&B divas, Faith Evans is basically like the Shawnee of the group, and this show comes on TV One at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on TV One. Hopefully y'all got it, but Faith is basically the Shawnee out of the group. She wants to put together an R&B compilation for female R&B singers that can sing. And she's basically the center of all the girls. She's trying to get this album put together. She asked Monifa, Selena, Nikki Gilbert, and Kiki Wyatt to all be a part of it. Okay, so getting into the other girls, Monifa, she's the one who had the song, Do You Really Wanna Touch It? Do You Really Wanna Fuck With Me Tonight? And the other song, what was it? It's been so long since you've been gone. Feels good when I'm with you. I miss you. Come back home. She had another song. And if the sun don't shine, you brighten up my day. And if the rain should fall, it never seems to fall my way. And when it's cold outside, you're there to keep me warm. And when I'm feeling weak, you make me feel so strong. And her last song was in 2000 with I Can Tell What You Really Want. I can tell when it's all a front. Na, 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 na. I can tell it. Whatever. She's a recovering drug addict. She's been clean for the past 2 years, and she has a lesbian relationship. That's basically what it is, and I think that she's the most realest one out the whole group. You got Selena Johnson. If you don't know who Selena is, she's the one who sung the song, Wanna Play the Boss? Guess what? You got to pay the cost. Show enough, or I am your woman. I'm your woman. Oh, yes, I am. Yeah. And she's also, but she's really more famous for the Kanye West song. And when it all falls down. That song. She's going through some financial issues, and child, you can tell by that cheap ass weave she wears. But she moved from Chicago to Atlanta, and they've been dealing with some financial issues, looking for houses and shit like that. So that's Selena Johnson's story. Nikki Gilbert, she's a part of the group Brownstone. Them helpers could sing. They had them songs. If you love me, say it. If you trust me, do it. They also had my mouth's empty, my heart's running low. Whoa, I needed to fill me up. I needed to give me love. They remade a song by the Eagles called I Can't Tell You Why. Oh baby, I can't tell you why. And it's another song. I heard it through the grapevine that you ain't feeling too fine, and I hope that you feel much better. Yes, I do. That's Brownstone, and Nikki Gilbert was the lead singer. And she's basically a businesswoman. She's trying to get her clothing line, and she's been doing plays and shit, and she really doesn't have the passion for music anymore. So that's Nikki Gilbert. And then you got Kiki Wyatt. Most people may know her for the girl that was singing on My First Love with Avant. She also had her own song, another duet with Avant called There's Nothing in This World I Wouldn't Do For You. I don't care what the others say, now that I got you, babe. Y'all know the song. When they was in the courtroom and shit back in 2001, yeah. But she's married to a preacher and she's very controlling. Now, as far as getting into the people on the show, Faith Evans is of course my favorite. I didn't even have to sing her hits to get y'all to know who the fuck she is. I think everybody knows who Faith is. But I know that I can't sing, but I had to let y'all get into these folks' hits just in case y'all didn't know who they was. So I ain't got much to say about Faith because I watched this show for Faith. Monifa seems like she's really down to earth. She really she really is in love with her girlfriend and she really wants to be accepted. Selena, she's very funny and she speaks her mind, and that's what I love about Selena. She speaks her fucking mind. Nikki Gilbert is another powerhouse. She's another alpha female. She speaks her mind and don't make no apologies about it. Kiki Wyatt is just the comedy relief. She country as hell and she got 6 fucking kids. I had no idea that she had that many motherfucking kids. I didn't have no idea. But this is the main storyline of the show. Of the episode, basically, that I'm finna talk about. It was mainly between Monifa and Kiki Wyatt. That's basically those are the 2 storylines that really ruled the first episode. Okay, Kiki Wyatt is pregnant with her 6th kid in the midst of them recording the album, and she was having a baby shower. Monifa was talking to Faith about, bringing her girlfriend to the baby shower. I mean, it was all females. Who gave a fuck? So she, Faith thought it would have been a good idea. I mean, she is a woman, so why wouldn't she bring her? And Monifa's whole thing was she didn't know what to do because of the simple fact, Kiki's husband is a preacher, and a lot of people that's involved with Kiki are Christians, and she didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable. But Faith felt like it would have been a good idea to bring her. Faith, on the other hand, she's been wanting to put this album together for years, and after the 5, I think it's 5, Faith, Kiki, Monifa, Selena, Nikki. When the 5 of them was at the Grammy party, they all was at the party and they seen Whitney for the last time, and that really made her want to do it, and she felt like doing this album would be now or never, so that's why she asked them to do it. And in addition to Monifa, going through the whole lesbian thing, she has been clean for the last 2 years, and she finally got herself together after using cocaine for 7 years. Now getting on to the other storyline that really just took over that whole episode, Kiki Wyatt. Kiki Wyatt basically controls her husband. This motherfucker got to ask her if he can get a fucking Facebook page. Selena is not really isn't really that enthused about Michael coming around every time the girls have something. Kiki keep bringing him around, and it's annoying to Selena, and Selena feels like Mike need to get some friends of his own because she want to have girl talk sometimes, and she don't want to have no man all up and around them while they trying to have girl talk. And I can understand it. I mean, who the fuck would want a man to be around them while they trying to have fucking girl talk? You know what I'm saying? So when Monifa brought her girlfriend to Kiki's baby shower, he was kind of surprised that Monifa was gay and he didn't know how to act normal. The day that I take Michael's opinion seriously is the day when he don't have to ask Kiki if he can have a motherfucking Facebook page, and when Kiki stopped fucking you know, being an overbearing wife to him, because that was stupid. And then the fact that Kiki Wyatt brought up the fact that she got 4 brothers and 3 of them are gay. Why the fuck is this a big deal to you? And then you stay in Atlanta, motherfucker, please sit your ass down. Just like, you know, and before her girlfriend even came, Monifa talked to Nikki about it, and Nikki was like, well, you know, if somebody says, you know, who gives a fuck? Love is love, and if anybody got something to say about it, they're gonna have to answer to me. And that basically gave Monifa the floor to do what, you know, bring her girlfriend. As far as the album is concerned, Nikki really doesn't want to sing lead. She wants to fucking sing backup, which I think is stupid because she got a big ass voice. You know what I'm saying? And none of the girls are really feeling it. Monifa and Faith really wasn't feeling it. They want her to sing her ass off. You know what I'm saying? And they played a little game at the baby shower. It was really fun. They were singing. So, you know, this was the first episode. So, it was a pretty good episode. I know it probably looked like I was just jumbling through it and going back and forth with this review. But, you know, I think as the season goes on, I have a lot more to say. But as far as I'm concerned, R&B Divas is a very good show. I thought it was going to be cheap. I thought it was going to be whack. I thought it was going to be boring. But it was actually a good show. It's not ratchet. It's not none of that. It's a good show. And it is the #1 highest rated reality show in TV One history. It opened with 900,000 viewers, and that is big for TV One. You know what I'm saying? That is huge for TV One. So with that being said, I'm out of here, you guys. This was my review on Braxton Family Values and R&B Divas. My next video will be my Ask Scotty segment. I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.